Hey guys, Bobby here. I told you guys the other day that I would present a bodyweight version of the 10 and 1 workout that I was doing. And the 10 and 1 workout, in case you didn't see that in my previous video, which I recommend taking a look at so you get an idea of what I'm talking about, but just to kind of rehash it, a 10 and 1 is where you take two different exercises and you're doing 10 sets. The first set is going to be 10 reps of exercise A and 1 rep of exercise B. And then you'd rest, whether that rest, if you're using heavy weight and low reps, would be for 90 to 120 seconds, or if you're not using weight that particularly heavy and you can keep the rest lower, maybe only 30 to 60 seconds or maybe 75 seconds. Either way, after that first set, your second set would be 9 reps of exercise A and 2 reps of exercise B, followed by a set of 8 reps of exercise A and 3 reps of exercise B, 7 and 4, 6 and 5, and so on and so forth, until on your 10th set, everything has completely switched around and you're doing 1 rep of exercise A and 10 reps of exercise B. All right, so I did that with push jerks and power cleans using a barbell. And I did say I'd do a bodyweight version. I'm going to demo it here, and I'm subbing out a couple of things. So instead of a push press for my chest and shoulder movement, I'm doing dive bombers. You can also do this with regular push-ups. I'm actually going to demo it both ways. And instead of doing power cleans, I'm actually going to do lunges. In this case, just for myself right now, I'm going to do jumping, alternating bodyweight lunges. And so I'm going to stay stationary with them, and I'm going to do per leg. So this is just how I'm doing it. So what I'll do is I'll start with 10 reps of dive bombers, for example, followed by 1 rep each of the lunges. So 1 for the right, 1 for the left. And the next set will be 9 reps of the dive bombers, followed by 2 reps each, alternating, of the jumping lunges. You can do this with regular lunges, and you can also just do squats, whether they be regular bodyweight squats or Hindu squats. If you're doing squats instead of lunges and you find that it's just a little too easy, well, one, you can just eliminate the rest time altogether if you're feeling ambitious. Although that might mess up your push-ups or dive bombers, you might need to alter some things a little bit that way. Or 2, keep the rest time, but increase the number of reps for the leg movement, maybe double the number. So instead of doing, let's say that's exercise B, and on your first set it's supposed to be 1 rep of your squats. Well, maybe double or even quadruple that, okay? And then just do the math so that you're doing the appropriate amount, ratio-wise, for every other set. Either way, I'm going to demo it a couple of ways. You can also play around. This is what I'm actually going to do. Instead of just doing dive bombers, I'm going to alternate. On one set, I'll do dive bombers for exercise A, and on the next set, it'll be push-ups instead for exercise A, and I'll keep doing that, so on and so forth. All right, I'll record like maybe 2 or 3 sets worth of this and then stop. My goal is to do a lot of pulling-oriented stuff and integrate it with legs today, so I'm only going to do a few sets worth of this, and then I'm going to transition into a different video where I'm doing the same thing, or a similar thing, that is, but it'll be with pull-ups instead. All right, thank you very much, and enjoy. So, set 1, exercise A, dive bombers, 10 reps. Okay, this is just for example purposes. So this is not as hard as what I was doing with the weights. So in this case, I would cut the rest out. So I'm only giving myself about 20 to 30 seconds. I'm going right into it actually. Set 2, 9 reps of push-ups instead of the dive bombers. You could stay on dive bombers and just do dive bombers if you want the whole time, or just do push-ups the whole time. I just happen to be alternating right now. One. Oops. I'm going to be doing this in its full set on the grass over there, so I'll be a little less weary of the ground and how hard my knee is going to pound into it. I'm very aware that my knees didn't go as far down as I wanted them to on a couple of reps. One of the reps I did an extra of because of that. Okay, either way, 8 reps. Matter of fact, I'm going to change it up. Now I'm going to do 8 reps diamond push-ups. If you want, you can literally do a different type of push-up each time around. And that set was more like it as far as the lunges go. Okay, this time around, it's going to be 7 and 4, or in this case, 7 and 4 each. This time, elbows in push-ups. I'm kind of improvising right now. Okay, 4 each leg. Oh, what the hell, I'll do the whole thing. Archer push-ups. Gonna do 6 of them. Since archer push-ups, you gotta alternate. 3 and 3. I'll do it this way just so you guys can see what's going on. Five per leg. Actually, what's getting me most on those leg movements is the last couple of inches where I'm intentionally kind of stopping myself and going super slow before I explode up. All right, got 5 reps coming up. I'm going to do tricep extension push-ups. Six and 6. These are starting to get tougher now, especially with that pause on the way down. That little halt to keep me from pounding my knee is actually making these a lot tougher. Okay, here we go. Got 4, 3, 2, and 1 for the next sets. So I'm just going to stick with Divebombers now. Woo! 3 Divebombers. Eight per leg. Yeah, that slowed down and in some parts slightly paused movement downward in the lunge. The predominantly eccentric portion of it is actually the toughest part of this right now, and I knew that was going to happen. But as one part gets a little easier, the other part gets tougher and more cardiovascular. And I'm also dehydrated today. I needed to drink more water. You might get other people blast through this real fast with shitty form. I'd rather get tired and do it the right way. All right, here we go. Only 2 reps. Here we go. 9 and 9. As I've done this, you might have noticed, I've been slowing down that downward movement of the lunge, the eccentric portion, more and more. Part of that was on purpose to make them a little tougher. The other part is because it made them tougher. And now my legs are getting real tired and they're getting a little wiped, which is good. You can take the simplest exercises. If you tweak up the angle, the tempo, a few other things a little bit, you can make what otherwise would be a rather easy workout really hellish. I'll be able to do more after this, but this is getting my legs good right now. Last one. Ten and 10. 10 per leg, that is. Wow. All right. I'll have one or more videos in addition to this up later. Probably involve some push-up and row work. And if I don't get those up tonight, I will tomorrow. Have a good one, everybody.